morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Don't I look like I should be cleaning out chimneys or something? Yeah, I know. I know. I use my hair as the brush. I think I might be mastering the messy bun because I got the messy part down really good, don't you think? I got to tell you, in this heat, up is the only way to wear your hair. I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. But day before yesterday, we had an all-time high out here in the desert, 123 degrees. Yeah. And yesterday, I took pictures. Indy made me. We were in the car and the temperature gauge for outside was 122 degrees. I know, it's crazy. And we don't see a whole lot of end in sight. I mean, I was checking out what the weather's going to be for the next week or so, and we got triple dig going on pretty steady here. Here's the only issue. And I seriously mean this because I got to tell you, once you hit 105, 120 is not all that different in terms of walking outside. It's not like, oh my God, I can't do this. It's not like that. It's just hot. That's all. I mean, once you're hot, right? You know what they say. When you're hot, you're hot. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Don't you love my mug? I do love this mug. It was a gift. It was a precious gift. Thank you. So anyway, we were out and about yesterday because we went to the movies. It's so much fun to go out into the world, to venture forth. But I'm shocked at people still wearing masks. Yeah. In the supermarket, in the bank, everywhere I've gone, people are still wearing masks. I guess they make you feel safe. I guess. I don't know. And if it protects us from having this pandemic strike again, I don't know. It's still pretty prevalent in a lot of places. Anyway, wear a mask. I can't get used to not wearing a mask, so I take my mask with me wherever I go. But we went to see Cruella. Mostly we picked Cruella because it didn't seem like there was anything else worth seeing out there. Can I tell you what a cute movie it was? Yeah, it's a little on the dark side, I'm not going to lie, but no, it was fun. It was a getaway, get lost in the movie kind of thing. I had this conversation with my nephew Mike, who was staying with me from Korea during the pandemic. And by the way, we'll be visiting again on Monday. He's back in the States. He said he's a world traveler, and he said it's only in the United States where pretty much every movie has a happy, cleaned up ending. Isn't that interesting? Other countries, movies do not necessarily get all tied up in a neat little package at the end. I kind of like the idea of tying them up in a neat little package and having them be over. But I get that life isn't always like that, is it? Yeah. Maybe that's why I say I go to the movies to be entertained, not to be frightened, not to be saddened. Yeah, I like when everything is tied up in a neat little package at the end. How about you? I don't know. Might be a fantasy, but it's a fantasy worth having, I think. Today is Juneteenth. Juneteenth is a combination of June and 19th smashed together. It became Juneteenth. And this is the day that slavery was officially abolished in the US. Not the Emancipation Proclamation, but this was kind of like the, yo, did you not get that we're not doing this anymore? It is now illegal for you to own a human being. Yeah, we had to remind a few states of that. Day totally worth celebrating. But maybe we could celebrate. Okay, I know I said I don't like to get political, but this is not political. This is social justice, and I care about that. And I am willing to have you dump your subscription to watching me if you can't care about other human beings. Yeah. Let's teach our children now. Okay? We've gone back and looked and said, we made a huge mistake. Slavery is not okay. Treating anyone like they're not equal to us at the core, that's not okay. Okay, that's my Sunday morning preaching, except it's Saturday. And by the way, it's my way of saying happy Juneteenth. And boy, am I glad that we have this holiday to celebrate. And if you're not sure I'm right, look at that angelic glow. How could I possibly be saying anything but the truth? Happy Juneteenth. Thank you, Mr. President, for making it an official federal holiday. It's also Mermaid Day and Garfield the Cat Day and Eat an Oreo Day. Here's a question for you. Do you eat the Oreo whole, or do you twist it and pull it apart and lick off the inside and then eat the chocolate part? How do you eat your Oreo? Because, we all eat them differently. Good morning, Opa. Good morning, Indy. Happy birthday to Paula Abdul, who my son at age 14 or so was positive he was going to grow up and marry. It didn't happen. Mo Howard, one of the Three Stooges. Yuck, 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 yuck. Mo Howard was awesome. Salman Rushdie, he offended the wrong people and he's spent most of his life in hiding now, but I don't know. Happy birthday, wherever you might be. Guy Lombardo. He died in 1977. He was born in 1902. He was a band leader. If you don't remember him, you would certainly remember this. He's the guy on New Year's Eve who played Should Old Acquaintance Be Forgot? Yep, he's the Old Lang Syne guy. He played that with his orchestra every single year, and we lived by it, right? It is also the birthday of Louis Jourdain. He's that gorgeous hunk he's not a hunk really. He was just awesome. And he was the star of, the male star of Gigi. Yeah, he played the benevolent benefactor who fell in love with Gigi. And when she realized it was him, she fell in love with him too. Oh, I'm being English instead of French. She fell in love with him too. And the two of them went off into the world so in love. All right, it's Hang a Spy Day. The first U.S. civilians who were ever executed at Sing Sing, 1958. Alleged Soviet spies, the Rosenbergs. You should read about them. It's fascinating. Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. Apparently, they had to try 5 times before they could execute her. See, personally, I think you try once, it doesn't work, you get one more shot at it. After that, it's God's way of saying, whoa, stop, don't do this. And let her live. I don't know. James, I can never say his name right. Gandolfini, James Gandolfini, the guy who played Tony Soprano on The Sopranos. Yeah, he had a heart attack in Rome. No, don't get upset. It didn't happen yesterday. It happened in 2007. So he's been gone for a while. But boy, he was an icon, wasn't he? Yeah, I mean, when I say The Sopranos, you probably get a picture of him in your head. It is also the birthday in 1896 of socialite Wallace Warfield Simpson. Yeah, I've looked at pictures for her. of her, I mean. Honestly, I never met her. She must have been amazing because King Edward gave up his throne for her. He abdicated to marry her. And from all the reports I've read, they did very well together. Then again, it seems like there's a lot of royals leaving the fold, so to speak. Just saying, Meghan and Harry back to the States. Oh, and by the way, did you get that? Wallace Simpson was also an American, just like Meghan. Hi. 1956. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Loved them as a comedy team. But best friends, they split up. It was like the worst divorce America had seen in ages. Yeah, they stopped working together. And they each had their own wonderful careers. Dean Martin, fabulous singer, had his own show. Jerry Lewis did his thing. Muscular dystrophy reminds me of so like 2 weeks ago, I was at a friend's house after tennis, and she had a friend visiting and staying over. And the three of us were sitting and having a cup of coffee after tennis, and we were talking. Her job is her business is to do the I forgot what you call them. Ooh, I had a brain fart. Sorry. Those machines that tell you what to say when you're acting. Yeah. Chiron machine, whatever you call it. Anyway, so we're talking about, her adventures in Hollywood. And then my friend says, well, Sandye used to do television and she was always on TV and blah, blah, blah. And I said something about, yeah, but it's only because I was a female entrepreneur to begin with and had the balloon company. And then this person, Sue, looks at me and goes, I thought you looked familiar. Was your company Balloon Affair? And I said, yeah, but how would you know that? I mean, I haven't teleprompters. Yeah. I haven't had that company for like, I don't know, 18 years. She said, yeah, but I remember the name. You used to do the Jerry Lewis telethons, didn't you? And I said, yeah, for like, I don't know, 10 years or something. That was like a huge gig for us. We did all those balloon arches and the bouquets all over. And she said, yeah, I know. I said, but you remember me from there? And she said, yeah, because we had to keep moving your damn balloons because you kept putting them in front of the teleprompters. What a nice way to be remembered, right? But she remembered me and she knew I looked familiar. That'd be why. Yeah, that was funny. The reason it's Garfield Day is because this is the anniversary of Garfield first showing up in a comic strip. Boy, comic strip is a good way to get popular, isn't it? Maybe you should make a comic strip about yourself if you want to get famous. All right, this is a piece of trivia I thought you absolutely had to have this morning. The world's largest sausage in 1988 came in at 13 1/8 miles long. That would make a lot of pizzas, my friends, and a lot of sausage sandwiches. Seriously, somebody built a 13-mile sausage? Yeah. Thank you. That might be more. How do you barbecue a thing like that? Seriously. Like even if you wrap it up like a hose, really? Where are you going to do that? You're going to have to throw it into a volcano and have it pop back out cooked or something like that. I don't know. It's a crazy world. Crazy, crazy world. Yeah. And the most of the crazy comes from it being hot. But Indy and I went outside this morning because we decided that if we didn't get outside soon, we weren't going to get out much today. It's so beautiful outside. So beautiful outside. It's not going to last more than a few more minutes, I know. But for right now, it's balmy and gorgeous. See, here's my window. Maybe today you can see out. Not really. Not really, huh? Well, right below this window right here, I had the gardener plant a bunch of jasmine because I love that smell so much. And they don't smell yet. I'm waiting for them to smell. Thank you to our weather people. Opa says it's 71 where she is, and Indy says we're already at 88, and we're 2 hours later than Opa is. I really like the way the light shines down like my words are divine. And speaking of which, let's talk about the word art for today, because this word art is really, really, really an expression of who I am. Today's word art says, whatever age you are, well, I paraphrased what I usually say. Whatever age you are is the perfect age to be. Whatever age you are right now, that is the perfect age for you. So I grew up with a mom who told me that, who believed that. So whenever I had a birthday, she would say, oh, you're 5. That's the perfect age for you to be. Oh, you're 15. That's the perfect age for you to be. So I never stressed about getting older, ever, ever, ever. I always celebrated it, because who wouldn't celebrate being perfect exactly the way you are? My mother believed it. She said it to me. I bought it, hook, line, and sinker. And I never stressed about getting older. It's just not an issue. It's perfect. It is. I mean, I didn't stress about turning 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or even 70. And now I'm thinking, oh, I can't wait to be 80 because I am going to be such a pistol. And then again, I have a role model who's going to be 98 and she's still adorable. And my favorite aunt is going to be 92. Yes, because she's 20 years older than I am. She's going to be 92 in July. And I'm going, by the way, I'm going to Chicago to see my favorite aunt for her 92nd birthday. I love my birthday. I celebrate, but not just mine. I celebrate everyone's birthday. First thing I do when I get up in the morning is I go on Facebook and I see which of my friends have birthdays, and I send each one a birthday greeting because I love celebrating birthdays. Invite me to your birthday party. I give fun gifts. And I throw good parties. I do. I love parties. And the month of July is just filled with birthday love for me. I'm so anxious for July to get here. It's my mother, my aunt, my friend Jeff, my daughter. I mean, come on. Oh, and my mother and Olivia, just in case you're watching Olivia or Lynn, they have the same birthday. July is a big birthday month for me. I used to do this little book. This one is from 2012. That was Max when he was in 2012. That was Max. He's a little bit older now. Leaving for 16 days at sleepaway camp today. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that little brat. Anyway, this is Leap into 2012 with Max Paquin and his Grandy O and the rest of the family and friends too. And then what I did was I posted all the birthdays in the family and friends. Yeah. So I could always, I might have to do a new one of those. Yeah, I think so. It's time, isn't it? I mean, Facebook gives me most people, but not everybody's in Facebook. And sometimes there are anniversaries and stuff you want to keep track of. So I love Facebook, but it doesn't tell me everyone. My friend Marita's birthday is in July too. She's been my best friend since kindergarten, and she's not on Facebook. Anyway, love your birthday. Opa does. Her mama said it was the most important day of her life. Yeah, it's your birth anniversary. It's the day you popped out and into this life and you said, look out, world, here I come. And then you keep on saying it. All right, go celebrate your birthday because whatever age you are, it's perfect. You're perfect. Just go be a good human being and be grateful for all the good, joyful stuff you have going on. And I know there's a lot of crap too, but deal with it, find the good stuff. Get happy, get grateful. Come have coffee with me again tomorrow. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a warm but safe and happy Saturday. See if you can get your hair as messy as I got mine. Yeah, you could. You could, but it takes work. Being messy is not easy. Hey, have a sip and a smile. Bye bye.